Guys, welcome to my channel. This is your girl Nora. So today we are really live. Yes, for sure we are live, and here we go. So hi guys, how are you? I hope your days have gone well. Easter's ended, and now we're waiting for Eid. And who is excited about Eid? Me, I'm not excited though, because it's just a wonder thing that for those who will be able to go and celebrate, I'm happy for you guys. For those who go and celebrate, enjoy with friends and family, oh, okay. I'm just still reading some things here while trying to set up my live so that I can jump straight to the exactly topic. So if you're new here, guys, you're most welcome. This is your girl Nora. I'm called Namukose Norah, and I'm a Ugandan. Right now I'm in Saudi Arabia, and on this channel I do share cooking video, traveling video, and just my life at home, just as me. And also in today's topic, I'll be sharing how did you feel like being raised by a single mom. So that's the topic today that I will be sharing with you. So guys, if you're new, you're most welcome. Please kindly have a seat and enjoy this live stream while we keep on streaming. Let me keep on like I'm still sharing. Okay, go here and share to my. So guys, I'm just still sharing, trying to share, and call more people to come so that we can all enjoy the conversation and try to know something about being raised by a single mothers and the things that sometime when you're a kid you won't expect until you grow up and you start seeing them also for yourself. You see the difficulties, you see how journey goes. Yeah, so things were not so easy. So this is how my life was when I was a kid, growing up with my mom and being raised by her. In our life, we were kids that our mom was really tough and hard. Like, let me say, you know, those mothers, like, they will train you the way you really need to be trained. And as a child, you see it as a punishment. You feel like I'm not being loved by my mom. Me, there's a time when I even ask my mom, but are you really our mom? Yes, I really used to ask my mom that because me, I grew up being open-minded person with my mom. Like, I tell her how exactly I feel. So my mom would be like, but again, she wouldn't touch me because if she does, she'll be the one like paying for the price. We'll end up being in the hospital. I used actually to like, I never wanted it, but it used to happen all the time. Being hospitalized, and my life as a kid was really up and down, but I thank God that I grew up healthy. Everything went so well for me growing up, and I managed. Oh, come on, Zanda, please. Are you for real? Hey, oh God. So, growing up, it was a bit really challenging. Than, like, let me say, life back then was a bit simple, and you would say that things were not expensive like nowadays. And then I asked myself, what can I really do? As a child being raised by a mother, I remember mom would wake up in the morning at 5 in the morning. By the time you guys wake up at around maybe 7, 8, the house is being clean, your breakfast is ready, everything is just done. The only thing that we needed to do then was to lay our bed and wash our clothes and keep the house clean the same way she left it before going to work. And then we didn't know how to cook, so she'll cook for us food. It was rice, and because ugali gets cold so fast, so she'll cook for us rice that at least the neighbor can come and warm it up for us so that we can eat. By then we were just 5 of us. And then number 6 also came in. That was our young sister Bridget. And things became actually, let me say, a bit hard. But as I told you that back in the days, the houses now that people are renting at around 250,000. Back then, we used to rent them at 70,000, 80,000. But now things are so expensive, guys, way, way expensive that you can't expect what nowadays is. Houses back then, I remember the house we used to stay in, it was a big house. It was a 1-bedroom house with a sitting room. The sitting room was really huge. The house had a kitchen, the house had a bathroom, and my mom was paying how much? Guess. We were only paying 80,000 Ugandan shilling. And my mom, by then, she was working in a company called It was Nairoply. Yes, it was Nairoply. Nairoply, it's a company that makes plywood. They cut timbers and then they turn them into plywood. They make a lot of things, books, when they start cutting those timbers. I won't go through it. So that's the company she used to work in, where they cut timbers and turn them into papers, turn them into boards, whatever they can do. And then how much, if you ask me how much were they being paid, to know about that, just continue following this video. And then my mom used to work sometime during daytime and night shift. It depends. The only day off they used to get, it was on Sunday. But nowadays, to get a job that gives you a day off, you even have to work on Sundays. Most of jobs nowadays, it's like they're making people to even work more. You're working harder and you're not earning enough. You're working hard, but you're not saving. You're not saving enough money. Let's be honest here, guys. You're working so hard in Uganda. Let me say you're earning 200 Ugandan shilling, right? Now, I'm talking about nowadays, not only today, but let's start from 2018, 2019, 2020, 2023, 2024. We don't know how it will be in the coming future, but 200 nowadays in Uganda, it's like you're holding 10,000 on your hands. Back then in the days, if you're earning 200, it's a lot of money. We are talking about 2019, and earning that money, it will be a lot of money. Nowadays, earning that kind of money, it's less. It's just a change. It's just a change. And imagine you having kids, you have to support them, you have to pay for the medical bills. In Uganda, it's not like any other country where you say that, okay, I can go and get things on credit. No, you have to pay. Yes, there are some shops where you go, let me say Kubatsa. You can tell maybe the shopkeeper, hey, you even befriend them even if you don't want to become their friends. You will tell them, Munange neighbor, you start making up stories. I'm just being honest, guys. My dear, I was actually, I will pay you once I get my salary, But growing up with my mom, she was a woman who never wanted to borrow anything. And I'm glad, and I'll continue praying to God to protect my mother, because that woman taught me a lot that I can never imagine. And however much the little money she was getting back then, I remember she used to say, My kids and I will not go hungry. My kids and I will not sleep in an empty stomach. My kids and I will have a roof under our head. And then she continues and she continues. Back then where my mom used to work in I reply, they will pay them 1,500. 1,500 nowadays in Uganda. To some places where you live, it's not enough transport. Some of you will be like, izo sente sola ziko. But back in the days, you really have to work for it. 1,500 shilling, Ugandan shilling, 1,000 Ugandan shilling, with 500. Nowadays, that money, you even have to beg those taxi guys, the matatu guys, and say, please, ngenda mutauni zendi nantwala. And they'll be like, namwe mwatutama. By going to that matatu, my dear, with that 1,500 nowadays, it's become even an insult. They'll tell you that in which country are you in, or in this world, in which world are you in, that you don't know that the world is changing. Who will take that kind of money? That's what they'll tell you. But back then in the days, if you're being paid that money, you're working, remember you're working for, let me say, 5 hours. 5 hours and you're being paid 1,500. It was never easy. And as a child, you see food on the table. You will see clothes for Christmas. You will have an access to good schools. You have nice shoes on Christmas Day. And then ask yourself, how did the food reach on the table? When your father or your mother used to receive 1,500. Imagine 1,500 a month. How much is that? Let me try to do here my math. Life was really, really, really challenging. That if they tell you now, that I'll be paying you 1,500, you'll even tell that boss of yours that, are you crazy? Who do you think will be earning 40,000, 5,000? Let me just say that 45,000 Ugandan shilling back then. So with that money, you need to pay a house rent. With that money, you need to pay school fees. 45,000 Ugandan shilling nowadays. To get a house or that money, I think you need to go to Katanga. You need to go to those places where there is, let me say, in the ghetto. And also some houses in the ghetto, they're around at 100, let me say 200, 70,000, 80,000. Back in the days, things you get a nice house at a cheap price. So my mom has to work for 2 shifts to see that she earned an extra money. My mom recently, like, we sat down, me and her. I was going through some breakdown and it was so hard for me, and as a grown-up person, she will see that my kid is actually going through a hard time and I need to talk to her. So my mom started telling me how she raised us and how she became so strong and not giving up, doing everything that she can on her part to see that we get all that we need, maybe food, maybe water, maybe anything that we can get access to. And then she told me, earning 1,500 She saw it was very little money for her back then. And then she had to take two jobs, two shifts that were working extra. So at times she work, if this week she works for the day shifts where they pay 1,500, next week she work for a job that pays 1,000, 2,000. So that was 60,000. So 60,000, if a person is earning 60,000, so that was back then when she used to work. Nowadays, earning 60,000, it's like playing. You cannot survive on that job of 60,000 Ugandan shilling. You need a job that it at least is paying you maybe 400 to be able to survive, to be able to take care of you and your needs as a person. Maybe you need to pay the house rent, maybe you need to buy food, clothes, paying school fees, paying the medical bills, a lot of things that you really need to do. So ask yourself, it's 60,000 in our 2024 and in our 20s that we're in, what can it really do for you as a person? Can it take you out to buy food? Can you go shopping? Can you go to the saloon? Can I have a better life that I need? Can I go for a tour, maybe to, club, to enjoy your life and do all the kind of things that you want as a person? What would you really do as a person, right? So lekana kumasigina veranga kusobola bika ebigere bizira. Okay, so that money would be quite really, really, really little for you to see that you survive on that kind of amount, on that kind of money. You want more extra money to see that you survive. You really ask yourself a lot of questions, and if you know that strong, you could not survive with that kind of money. It was really so hard that I would say, as a child, you will see, I grew up seeing my mom facing the challenges, facing the difficulties. Sometimes I ask myself, how did she do it? How did she come up with all the things that I remember every Christmas wearing new clothes. Everyone at home, we used to sleep on daycares, like, those beds where you have to climb and sleep on your own bed. Ask myself, how did she do all that? How did she come up with everything that everyone had, but we never knew what she was going through? Sometimes I understand her and I tell myself, I know. So I'll go easy on her. There are some questions, yes. When you're a kid, sometimes you ask your mom questions like, Mom, why are you doing this? Mom, why are you doing this? You want them to explain to you. So me, I'll remind myself that this woman has gone through a lot. I don't need to question her and I don't need to ask a lot because I grew up saying it. Why would I ask her, yet I know what is really going on? So I had to keep quiet and just watch her and tell her that, you know what, Mom, if one day you really want to talk about it, feel free to tell me. And then she went ahead and told me one day that back then you guys didn't know what I was going through. The only thing as a child, you see food, new clothes, new shoes. You'll not even know how you got all those things. But now I don't have to worry about anyone. I don't have to worry about the young one. That's our young gift at home. She said, now I'm worried about gift, but I know that one of you one day will take care of her if I'm not here. The only thing I don't want to hear about her saying is that when I'm not here, it really breaks my heart because I want to be with my mom and I want to see her. I want her to see me like achieving my dreams, being in every step of the journey that I take in my life as her daughter. But when she goes and saying that, I know you take care of her. It's like she's saying goodbye, and I'm like, you know what, mom, just change that topic. Change the topic. This is not what I want to hear. She'll tell you, know, when would you hear the truth? I'm just telling you because you never know what comes tomorrow or today, how tomorrow or today will be. We all don't know how it will end for both of us. And then she goes in saying things that maybe you'll be like, I don't want to hear this kind of things. I just want to know how the things went. And, life back then was awesome. Let me say it was really, really awesome. You live in a world knowing that, oh, there is food, there is bread, there is milk, there is what, everything is just. We used to go to the village. We used to wear nice clothes. I remember the clothes that I've worn today, I won't wear them, let me say, tomorrow and the coming Christmas. I know that the next Christmas that is coming, I have something is coming on my way. But I didn't know how she used to do it until now that I'm also in her shoe. Someone will say, oh, her shoes doesn't really fit me. Of course, it doesn't fit you. But now you're also a mother. Some are lucky they got people, they have partners in their life. They're sharing their responsibilities together. Let me get my juice. Hey guys, welcome to this channel. Where were we exactly? We're here. Hey guys, this is your girl Nora and welcome to my beautiful channel. Watch my videos guys. There's a lot on my channel that is really, really going on. New videos, new places, new Nora and new achievements in life. Yes. One thing that I should always tell you guys, keep it in your mind, always smile, okay? Smile. You know, when you smile, your enemies feel bad because you're happy, but you're the person, you know what you're going through, right? Yes. Anyway, let's jump just into our conversation that we were actually going through and talking about what really does in life. How was it? How is it? How did you really feel growing up with your mom? Maybe, I don't know, some of you grew up with your dad, some of you grew up with your grandmothers, but me, I got so lucky I grew up with both. I grew up with my grandmother, I grew up with my mother. I know most of you want to hear that, my dad. No, I didn't grow up with my dad, I grew up with my mom and her mother. I grew up with two beautiful, strong women that really taught me how to be a hardworking woman and how to be me. to always know what I want. That's what I would say. To know what I want. What can I say? A lot that I can say. But growing up with both two people, I saw my grandmother being a hardworking woman. On my grandmother's side, she never wanted to become a single mom too. But my grandmother just, this is what she told me when she was still alive. May her soul rest in eternal peace wherever she is, grandma. My grandmother was my idol. My mother was my idol, those two women. So one day my grandmother told me, I might get married to a man that gives you everything. But once that man is abusive, my dear, you see all those luxurious life that you're living, you will have to decide whether it's your life or the luxurious life that you're living. Which one do you want? So my grandmother chose her life and her kids to leave everything behind. It's really bad. My granddad was a very rich man, but he used to abuse my grandmother. So my grandmother has to leave the marriage and start her own life with her own children. With the money that my grandmother got, she bought a land, and that's how she started her life. She learns how to work at that young age. Not always to survive on one thing, but they have to learn to work hard. So my mother and her siblings, they used to work and work and work and work just to earn a living. And then they continued. That's how she also became so hardworking and a woman that she is right now, that most of us are so proud of. We all, I mean, not everyone might be, but me, I am. I'm so proud of her because she had a chance to take us back to our father's house. She had a chance to live her life, but she couldn't. Letting your children growing up with strangers, it's quite something. It's like me when my daughter was with her stepmom. I was much the dad was there, but I've really been worried, so worried, praying to God. Sometimes I might just go to bed crying and say, God, please protect my kid, protect her wherever she is. And so I would pray so hard. So my mom didn't want to leave us in that kind of a dilemma life, and because people are very different in their hearts. You never know what a person thinks of you. You see, some couples live together in the same house, but they don't really know who they are. You're living with a stranger. You don't even know what kind of a person is this. What do they like? Who are they? It's like you find a wife is asking her husband, it's like, I don't really know who you are. You know? Like you've changed. You're totally a stranger to me. And then things goes on and on and on and on. You ask yourself, what is this? What is that? So my mom never wanted to leave us behind. I remember sometimes she would say, I had all the chances. I had all the chances to do everything I wanted, but I couldn't. When I think of you guys, when I think of who is going to take care of you? No one but me. So she said I had to stand up by me and forget about what I want and raised innocent. Because if you become a mother or you become a father, know that the kids that you have, they're innocent. They're the work of your labor. You're the one who gave birth to them. You're the one who gave them life. Our parents gave us life. So it was a duty to take care of us when we were young. When our parents grow old, it's us children to take the responsibilities to take care of our parents. If you don't take care of your parents, yes, I know there are some people who don't take care of their parents. Once they have grown up, they live their own life. Some have money, but they'll go up and say, I don't have, I don't have, I don't have, I don't have. But me, in my own way, I can't say no to my mom. I can't say no. Yeah, there are some things that I say no to it. But when I have a little money with me and she needs it, and I know this money, if I give her, it can help everyone, and also it can help me, because there is some time when I didn't have money in Uganda, and I'll call my mom, like, mom, and I'll explain to her. She'll just tell me, how much do you need? And I'll tell her the amount of money that I need, and she sends it to me. That's because I was there for her, and she also knows that my daughter needs me. Let me help. So I will help if I have. If I don't have, I'll tell her, mom, today. But I thank God that there is no day that my mom has ever called me and I didn't have. If I didn't have it today that she has asked for it, I'll tell her, mom, give me like 2 weeks. Okay? Give me 2 weeks or 3 days. I'll be able to get the money that you need so I can give it to you. That's how I'll tell my mom. Sorry, guys, it's just. Sometimes my heart beats so fast and it suddenly stops. So I just need to take a moment to breathe and, to feel a bit much better. Let me say now. Now I feel better. Yes, now I feel better. Yes, now I feel better. I can breathe now so well. Anyway, where were we? Oh, that's right. I'm actually trying to do something here, guys, on my live stream. I'm trying this vertical live stream, but it says that people, but I'm not seeing anyone coming on my live stream. I just saw one person who came, and this person ran away. This person did not even stand. So then there's a place actually that I would do, but I'll do that tomorrow. I'll continue trying and trying and trying and see whether this vertical really works for my channel, because well, there is here where it says that some messages such as spell may not be invisible. And here it says that all messages are okay. Okay, let's go on with our lives and then still trying, just trying and trying. So I'll try that again tomorrow and try to see how it will work out for me. So tomorrow I'll go again with other settings to continue seeing, because I'm trying to grow my channel. Like, I'm trying to have more extra watch hours on my channel so that I can also get monetized on my channel. It has been so long, it has been like years I'm not being monetized, and so I need to get this thing work done. I need to do the live streams, I need to do that, and also sometimes people who do someone just goes and watch, not watch, someone don't watch your video but they subscribe immediately. Someone just goes and subs, you lose some of your subscribers. So you have to watch the video in a right way. Watch the video from the beginning up to the end, know the topic, comment about the topic, and maybe comment about the video, and after that you like, And then after liking, then you can subscribe. First watch the video until the end. Don't just watch just like a second. Like let me say 0 second. Let me say like only 1 minute. 1 minute.